it's actually hard to imagine a world where guys stop pursuing entirely. Like I think that right there, I'd be curious to get your take because you're single. You probably have the literal pick of the litter wherever. And so, how do you think about a long term relationship and like the thought of shutting it down forever, committing to one person? Like that's what is pushed on us in Western culture, and practically and logically, it just doesn't seem to work. Yeah. Everyone's getting divorced. Even the people that aren't divorced, you can tell they hate each other.
Yeah.
So what is the answer? And since my wife and I have done this, like people are like, oh, she probably hates it. Our life has literally never been better. I swear to God, I treat her better. Like she's more into me sexually. And it's just been a good system that, well.
I think a lot of it is firstly down to the type of person the type of woman that you're with, because there's going to be some women that they're going to be absolutely destroyed if you are doing stuff either behind their back or even if you say into their face. Like it's just going to destroy them. And I think I've just been in a relationship and I kind of tried the whole open relationship thing, and I was like, look, every now and then something might happen when I travel, but I'm going to keep it super respectful. Like I will be honest with you, I'm not going to do like anything on social media. I don't follow any girls. I don't like any pictures. Like you're not going to see or hear about it. Like, trust me. But it would still drive her insane. And there was constant arguments on a very regular basis where I got to the point where I was like, okay, this setup with this specific type of person is not going to work.
What was she, Latina?
Yeah, Brazilian. So, but I mean, I guess that's the case with a lot of South American girls. Like, there's always going to be like, they're very feisty and fiery.
Totally.
And I was like, I couldn't deal with that in my life. Like, it was too much.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah,
like a horrible life.
And obviously, I genuinely want the best for her, and I feel as though the type of person that she wants to be with and deserves to be with, it's not me. So I was like, this isn't going to work.
But see, I'd challenge that too. I really would. Like, she has that thing in her head of what she thinks she wants, but it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
She wants Mike Thurston that no other girl wants and only wants her. That doesn't exist.
Well, this is the thing as well. Like, most women need to understand this. If you are like the top 1% guy,
you have all the options.
Yeah.
Literally all of them. And that's what, my wife is rational, which I hate to even like boil it down to that, but like, that girl is not rational, right? And they can talk themselves into this idea or frenzy or I'll fix him or whatever. First of all, objectively, if she was to fix, like to make you what she wants, she would be inherently making you less desirable. Yeah. Like that is how she would do it.
Because she was wanting me to post couples pictures on social media.
So she would make you less desirable. And then eventually she would like you less. Like the whole, like there's a huge cognitive dissonance with all of it. But unfortunately it ties back to what I said earlier.
It's a complicated one. And like I'm learning about it more and more, especially the people who are, especially guys that have become very successful. Either they've been married, they've been divorced, they have kids. I love to know what it is that they have gone through. And one thing that a few of them have mentioned is that like, in life, you go through different phases.
Totally.
And there may be a phase where you're at the right point to start family, raise kids, and be with someone. But that phase might not necessarily last forever. And maybe in 5 years' time or 10 years' time, things are going to change. And then maybe you just are no longer in love with each other anymore. And then you just, it's a time for you to both go your separate ways. I think it's very, very difficult to find someone and be with them for the rest of your life and not to sleep with anybody else for the rest of your life. Like I think that is...
Sounds miserable.
So without doubt, there's some people that do that, but I think that was easier to do 50 years ago. Now it's a lot harder.
I mean, and too, even if you do it, is that what you wanted to do with your life? I mean, I think that there's a huge component of like male energy is the ability to pursue. Like you're not going to want to better yourself unless it involves you likely getting laid. Like, I mean, period. Like that's the biological makeup of that. We're designed to reproduce. And so the second you sedate yourself, because that's what it is, you're no longer trying to better yourself because you're no longer trying to reproduce, then I think you're not life maxing is what I would say. You're not really experiencing everything.
Well, and I compare what my overall mood is and happiness is like when I'm single versus in a relationship. I mean, of course, when you do find somebody that you get along with, and you have, like the butterflies or whatever it might be, for the first 6 months or year, it's pretty amazing. But it's the honeymoon period.
Yeah.
And that usually tends to fizzle out. And whenever it fizzles out and then the relationship becomes hard work, I was definitely not happy at that point in time. Like the last couple of months or even 6 months or year of that relationship, I was just like,
You hung in there for a while.
I was like, what have I become? Like I can't do anything, because anything I do is going to upset this person.
Yeah.
Like I can't spend time with the boys, can't go around acting like I'm single, can't do collaborations with girls, and like just all these things. It's like, fuck, I can't do this because it's going to make this person unhappy. And it's like, this life is not the life I want to live.
Latinas, bro. That's all I could really say.
Yeah. It's
sure had other
difficult.
trade-offs, you know, but
Yeah.